Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Tuesday, March 14th, 2023. A traffic collision on 29 Palms Highway in Joshua Tree on Saturday left one driver dead and 3 others with injuries. California Highway Patrol reports that a Nissan Rogue, driven by a 45-year-old female from Palo Alto, was stopped on the right shoulder on the eastbound side of 29 Palms Highway near Sunview Road. There was also a 47-year-old male from Switzerland in the passenger seat of the Nissan. The CHP's report says that a Ford F-250 was driving eastbound on 29 Palms Highway, and as it approached the Nissan turned left from the shoulder of the road in front of the Ford. The front of the Ford collided with the left side of the Nissan at approximately 12:20 p.m. The driver of the Nissan was pronounced dead at the scene of the collision. The passenger of the Nissan suffered major injuries and was transported to Desert Regional Medical Center. The driver of the Ford, identified as Michael Wrights, a 68-year-old from Wisconsin, and his 67-year-old female passenger, both suffered moderate injuries and were transported to High Desert Medical Center. The identity of the deceased woman is being withheld until her next of kin can be notified. The CHP is currently investigating the cause of the incident, though they say drugs and alcohol do not appear to be a factor. Yucca Mesa Elementary School was the victim of a break-in early Sunday morning. The incident, which was described as vandalism by an email from Morongo Unified School District, but is being investigated as a burglary by the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, occurred at around 3:30 a.m. Sunday morning. According to a report from sheriff's deputies at the Morongo Basin Station, alarms were activated when 2 unknown suspects gained access to the school through library doors. Deputies say the suspects broke into 6 different classrooms and broke 2 large fish tanks. Yucca Mesa Elementary, which is located at 3380 Avalon Avenue in Yucca Valley, was open as usual on Monday morning. In an email sent out to families of students, MUSD officials acknowledged that a break-in occurred, describing it as vandalism and saying that windows, computer equipment, and fish tanks were broken. The email said that the fish tanks had been a highlight of the school for 28 years and thanked MUSD custodial teams for their swift cleanup of the damage. There are currently no suspects, but sheriff's deputies are working to review surveillance footage. The 29 Palms City Council meets tonight, and the event will include a presentation by County Board Supervisor Don Rao. Reporter Heather Clisby has details.
Tonight, the 29 Palms City Council will gather to face a light agenda, though it begins with a rare visit from County Board of Supervisors Don Rao. The council will then discuss and likely approve the strategic planning guidance document that will become a policy reference for resource allocation. The strategic priorities that arose from the January brainstorms include items such as a new animal shelter, the city's own detective, and the expansion of Theater 29. Next, the Public Arts Advisory Committee is requesting a $6,000 budget augment for the remainder of this fiscal year to enact cultural arts programming, hire a conservator, increase pay for the PAC assistant, and to hire a grant writer. And speaking of the PAC, the council will review the number of members and their recently revised mission statement per the council's request on February 15 to clarify the PAC as an advisory entity. The meeting will begin at 6 p.m. at City Hall, 6136 Adobe Road. The event will also be live streamed and provided on demand via the city's website, 29palms.org. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Heather Clisby.
The Yucca Valley Planning Commission will review and approve commercial permits at tonight's meeting. Reporter Hillary Sloan will fill you in on the agenda.
On the agenda for the Yucca Valley Planning Commission meeting is a review of the plans for the construction and development of Chipotle. The new restaurant located at 57590 29 Palms Highway is a 2,313 square foot dine-in with a drive-through. The Planning Commission will also review the change of use and operation plans for the Star Cafe, retail, coffee shop, and bar at 55761 29 Palms Highway. Lastly, the council will review the land update report. The Yucca Valley Planning Commission meeting is at 6 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center, Yucca Room. The meeting will be held in person and on Zoom. For the link to join the Zoom meeting, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Hillary Sloan.
The Morongo Unified School District Board of Trustees holds their regular meeting tonight at Joshua Tree Elementary at 5 p.m., with a special joint meeting with Copper Mountain College at 4 p.m. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart has details on both agendas.
For tonight's MUSD regular meeting at 5 p.m., action items include a request to certify that the MUSD can meet its financial obligations for the current fiscal year of 2022-23 and subsequent 2 fiscal years as outlined in the second interim budget report, and authorize the President of the Board of Education and Superintendent to sign the necessary documents. Request to adopt the Sunshine Proposal for the 2023-24 reopener negotiations with California School Employees Association and its Chapter 29, as well as discussing a transportation safety plan for 2023. For the joint special meeting with CMC at 4 p.m., trustees will discuss branding their institutions, student finance and basic needs, CMC college transfer degrees, and CMC's high school completion adult education program. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
Local animal rescues are working to provide emergency supplies to residents of Lake Arrowhead and Crestline areas who have been impacted by record snowfall in San Bernardino County. Hook's Homebound Rescue and Joey's Home Animal Rescue are collecting supplies in station wagons parked outside of the Walmart and Tractor Supply in Yucca Valley. The station wagons will be accepting donations today and tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m., with supplies being taken up to the communities in need on Thursday. Items needed include flathead and snow shovels, jackets, gloves, non-perishable and canned food, bedding, firewood, rope, hay, dog, cat, rabbit, and bird food, and cat litter, and more. For a full list of everything needed, you can see this story at Z107.7fm.com. You can also call in a donation to C&J Feed Barn in Yucca Valley at 714-364-4500. The Yucca Valley Chamber of Commerce is hosting their March Mixer on Thursday. Held at the Joshua Tree Trading Post from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., the event serves as a chance for business professionals, nonprofits, and friends to meet and mingle. This event will feature prizes including a gift basket from the Joshua Tree Distilling Company and tickets to the Joshua Tree Music Festival. There will be light refreshments and a cash bar. Members of the Yucca Valley Chamber of Commerce are invited along with a guest. The Joshua Tree Trading Post is located at 61716 29 Palms Highway in Joshua Tree. For more information about the event, visit yuccavalley.org. And finally, here's online news editor Robert Hayden with sports.
The 29 Palms High School Lady Cats softball team hosted the Yucca Valley High School Trojans yesterday. The Lady Cats bested the Trojans with a final score of 14-10. And the 29 Palms High School boys varsity Wildcats tennis team traveled to Palm Desert to face Coachella Valley yesterday. The Wildcats lost 2-16. In singles action, Jason Peleon won 2 of his sets. The Wildcats are now 3-1, and the Wildcats host Desert Mirage on Wednesday, March 22nd. I'm Robert Hayden, and that's your local sports.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.